Hello, hello. Welcome back to Math Made Possible. I believe I can. I'm your current teacher, Ms. Howard, and today we're going to be reviewing Illustrative Maths Unit 1, Lesson 10. We're going to be using units to find volume. Right? Here is our formula for volume. We said that area equals length times, area of the base times height. That's one formula, or length times width times height. Here is our image. Now with this image, as you can see, all of the numbers are the same, right? But as you know, in the last lesson, we can decompose this figure and cut it into pieces, like for partner A and for partner B, and then put them back together. So let's see what that would look like. So if we were to cut it, if we were to cut it, we would basically cut the top off. So we would have a top and a bottom, or we could cut it so that we have a left or a right. Now I'm going to exit this screen for a moment because I did want to share a document with you that will help you understand it better. All right. Now, those of you who have not seen my strategies that is linked in the description, this is basically the first page of it. Those of you who copied it or printed it from last week, you already have the first page, so you don't need to print the first page again. So as you can see, we broke down our volume into different parts, where we first started with counting blocks, and then we looked at the top, on the right or the front, and then we counted layers. Then we went into our formula of length times width times height. Now don't get scared. I'm gonna go as slow as I can, but understand that this is timed, so we'll see how well I do with this. This is the new document that I do want you to print out. I'm not going to do too much writing right now. I did a lot of typing on this so that you'll be able to see it and we could just walk through it together. All right, so this is the same image that we just saw in the presentation slide. Let me see, can I close this? We might just have, there it is. All right, make it a full screen. All right, so we'll be finding volume for composite prisms. So I decomposed it with decomposing 1 and decompose 2. All right, now let's go through what we were talking about. So go back to that mindset again, where you are with your partner, you're both building your image. Partner A is gonna build the cube, partner B is gonna build the bottom portion. Now what we do have to do is we have to find out what are the volumes for this whole image when we put them back together. So in order to do that, we have to take a look at what we have. We'll identify our length, our width, and our height. And I did that by color coding it. And as you can see here, I did pink as my color code for prism A, pink right up here. And then we have pink down here and pink right here. Again, it's all going horizontal, so it should go in the same direction. If you color code everything first, that will help you in the long run so that you don't get confused. Then I made my width purple. As you can see, the width up here was 3, which means our width right here would be 3, our width right here would be 3, our width right here would be 3, and it would be 3 down here as well. I can also write that down there so that you guys can see that. Make it purple. Okay. And then we have our height, and our height is vertical, and that's 8 on this left side. And this bottom portion for B, it's at 4. So the question mark is, what is it right here? Okay. And what is it right here? All right, now let's take a look at our prism. Prism A. So our length, we said that this whole part right here was 10, but this, it cuts off right here at 6. So if this is 10 and this is 6, 10 minus 6, that equals 4. That means this portion right up here, let's change our color to pink. This portion right up here would be 4. Okay, times 3, again, that is purple. So if it's 3 right there, it's also 3 right here, 3 right here, 3 right here. And so that we're not confused with that one. That was pretty straightforward. Now, what is our height though? Our height, there's no height listed right here. So let's look at what we do know. We know that the left side is 8, and we know that the right side of the bottom, or at prism B, is 4. So if I take this whole side right here, that's 8, and I subtract 8 minus 4, that would give me an answer of 4. And so I take all my numbers here, and that would give me my, let's put 4 right here. So we know our sides would be 4 times 3 times 4. And when we multiply all of those numbers together, our volume for prism A is going to be 48. I'm not going to write on it because then that would make it really messy, and I want to keep the visual as simple as possible for you to see it. Now let me exit my drawing so I can move down. Now prism B again, length times width times height. So we can see down here that the length is 10. The width, again, it was 3 at the top. So it's going to be 3 down here. And we could see right here, even though it's partially cut off this image. Let me see if I can move this. Can I move this? Hold on one second, guys. Exit my drawing. Let's erase that. No, I can't because it's not a presentation. Okay, so we're basically saying 10 times 3 times 4. If we multiply 3 times 4, we know that is 12, and then times 3, that will give us an amount of 120. Let's go ahead and exit our drawing. So we see that. Now, in order to find the volume for this whole image right here, A and B, we have to add both of our volumes together. So that would be 48 plus 120. And I did that for you down here. 0 plus 8, that will be 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 1 plus 0, of course, is 1. So the total volume for this composite prism is 168. Now let's go on to how we decomposed it. Decompose number 2. we decomposed it into a left and a right figure. And so let's go ahead. We have 3 as our length here, 10 as our length here, and not 3, excuse me, 10 as our length here, 6 as our length here, and again, there's nothing right here. So we have to figure what that amount would be. And then for down here, for B, let's go through A. So for length, we have 10 minus 6. That will give us 4. So our length up here would be 4. Times 3. Again, if our width is 3 right here, it's going to be 3 going all the way down. So we didn't need to do anything with the 3. And then our height. Well, our height is right here on the left-hand side because we split it going up and down, or left and right. So this whole left side is 8. So that would be our height. So we took our 4, our 3, and our 8, and we multiplied those numbers together. That gave us 96. Now let's take a look at prism B. So prism B, we have our length of 6, as you can see right here. So that would be our first number. Our width is still going to be 3. And then our height is going to be 4. So we multiply all of those numbers together. 6 times 3 times 4, that will give us 72. Now we're going to take those two numbers and we're going to add them together because we have to now put them together, compose them back together. 6 plus 2, that equals 8, and 9 plus 7, that equals 16. Okay, I do want you to print this sheet out. I'm praying that you have color so that you could see it color coded. And I hope I didn't make you confused. But if you did get confused, you know what I tell you to do all the time. I always tell you to do this. Go back to Illustrative Math. If you go and type in Illustrative Math, grade 5, unit 1, excuse me, let me change this real quick. This will be lesson 10. That will be what you will type in the YouTube bar. And you will also be able to find information on how to find the volume of a composite prism if you type those words in the YouTube box as well. Again, the sheet that I just showed you will be listed in the description. But if you also want to tap into more volume products problems, you could visit my TeacherPayTeachers site, and there will be a resource there for you. I do hope that this video again was not too confusing. I hope I made it clearer for you. But if you like this video, please go ahead and press the like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. I appreciate you all being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.